Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you are doing good. And here I am again. And today we are going to see about our free and fair electoral competition. Okay, today we are going to discuss another point that is called free and fair electoral competition. Okay, so in China, elections are held after every 5 years for electing the country's parliament, called your Kwangong Renmin Daibo Dahu. It is very difficult to pronounce, yes? So, let me pronounce it again for you, that Kwangong Renmin Daibo Dahui. Okay, it means National People's Congress. Okay, so here in China, elections are held after every 5 years. Okay, they are having election in after every 5 years for their country's parliament, and that election where they are having one party was there, that is called your Kwanggo Remnin Daiboyo Dahui. Okay, so it means National People's Congress. And if you see here, they were having election in every 5 years, but there were one condition. What is that? We will see. Before contesting elections, a candidate needs the approval of the Chinese Communist Party. Okay, here is the condition. They were having their election in every 5 years, but if someone wants to contest, that party candidate should be take permission or approval from the Chinese Communist Party. And you know how Communist Party they are. We already discussed in previous classes, so I am not going to tell you about the Communist Party. But if they want to participate or contest in any election or for any post or any seat, they have to get an approval. The candidate must have approval from the Chinese Communist Party. Now, if you see that the government is always formed by the Communist Party. One more thing was there, that is the government, because if suppose I want to take part in an election or I want to become a candidate for any area, so what I need to do? I need to first take the permission of the Communist Party. Okay, if suppose I am not belongs from the Communist Party, then what will happen? Will they allow me? No, they won't allow me. So they will allow such persons only, those who will, those who are from their party or whom they can control. So what happened? The government in that country always formed by the Communist Party only, because whomever they will select, they will only contest and they will get elected for the post and they will form their government. So ultimately it is the government of Communist Party only. Okay, so alternatively, since its independence in 1930, Mexico holds election after every 6 years to elect its president. Okay, alternatively, since its independence in 1930, after the independence in 1930, Mexico, what they did, they hold election after every 6 years, okay, to elect their president. Now, but until 2000, every elections was won by a party called your PRI. It means Institutional Revolutionary Party. Okay, until 2000, when they got freedom in 1930. But if you see here, until 2000, only one party was in power. Okay, they were winning every elections. They called your PRI or your Institutional Revolutionary Party. So, should we consider the elections described above as example of people electing their rulers? Should we consider this one, that in this election that peoples are electing their rulers? Is it that true? No, because if you see here, only the Communist Party, they were choosing the candidate, they were forming the government. That's why we can't say that it is the people who are electing their rulers, right? So reading this example, we got a sense that we cannot. After reading all this, we get a sense that okay, we can't say this is a that people are electing their rulers, right? Now, democracy must be based on a free and fair election where those currently in power have a fair chance to losing. Okay, what should be a democracy? In democracy must be based on a free and fair election. Democracy must be based on a free and fair election where those currently in power have a fair chance to lose. Where if someone in power right now, that party or persons or government have the fair chance to lose the power or losing their government. Why? If there will be democracy, then only it is possible. If it is if democracy is not there, means it is not possible. Getting, if only one party, as we see there from 1930 to 2000, only one party won the elections. Why? Because there were only one party. There were no other option for people. They were not having any choice. Okay. So, in democracy must be on a free and fair elections, and where those who are currently in power, they have a fair chance to lose. Okay. Now, one person, another point is that one person, one vote and one value. If you see here, one person, one vote and one value. How? Democracy based on a fundamental principle of political equality. Okay, what it is? Democracy is based on a fundamental principle of political equality. Means politically all people should be equal in democracy. Okay. Now, however, there are many instances of denial of the equal rights to vote. If you see, however, if you see that there are many instances, means cases of denial the equal rights to vote. Many cases are there, if you see, that deny the equal rights to vote. However, we are talking about the political equality, but if you see in reality, it is rare. If many cases we can discuss that where the equality of right is not there. So, if you see one example, until 2015 in Saudi Arabia, women did not have right to vote. If you see 2015 means only 5 years back. In Saudi Arabia, women did not have the rights to vote. Can you imagine that? 5 years back only. We are not going a decade back, but only 5 years back. And in 2015 in Saudi Arabia, women are not allowed to vote. They don't have any rights to vote. But we are talking about the political equality. You can see here the differences. In many cases, the things are going on. Now, if you see this, another example, Estonia has made its citizenship rules in such a way that people belonging the Russian minority found it difficult to get the right to vote. If you see that Estonia has made its citizenship rules, okay, in every country they are having their citizen rules. So, like our country, they are also in Estonia, they are having their citizen rules, and they made the rules in such a way that people those are belonging from Russian minority, they found it very difficult to get the right to vote. Okay. Now, another example I am going to give, that in Fiji, if you see that the electoral system in such that the vote of an indignation Fiji has more value than that of an Indian Fijian. In Fiji, that electoral system they construct in such a way that if an indigenous Fiji, means the people who are native people or belongs from that country only, okay, their vote values more than the people those who are belongs from India, or people those who are shifted from India to Fiji, their vote is less valuable from the people of the native people of Fiji or indigenous Fiji. Can you see the differences, how they differentiate by their electoral system and by their rules and regulation, how they develop it, so that we can say that there is no political equality here. Yes or no? So definitely not a democratic government. So here we can say that definitely it is not a democratic government, because there is no political equality is there. Now the features of democracy highlights that in a democracy each adult citizen must have one vote, and in turn each vote must have one value. If you see that the features of democracy, that highlights that the democracy, in democracy each adult citizen must have one vote, and in turns each vote must have one value. Means every adult citizen must have one vote right, and their vote should be equal. It's not like that someone vote is more valuable from another one. Okay, so here we are going to conclude our today's topic, and we are going to discuss in next class about the rules of law and respect for rights. In next class we are going to discuss about rule of laws and respect for rights. Till then, take care. Bye.